Hi, my name is Daria. Welcome to my channel Days, and this is day 27 of my 30 days till 30. This morning I finished reading a book by Dostoyevsky called Humiliated and Insulted. It's one of the first of his novels, I think. I just at some point decided to catch up on Dostoyevsky because I read a few books a few years ago, but I completely forgot everything that they said. And I just need to reconnect with my origins. And so I finished this book called Humiliated and Insulted. We follow a young novelist, Ivan, who is basically a bit of a postal pigeon between different parts of one family who are not talking to each other for half a year because a girl in that family ran away from her parents to be with the son of a guy who made that family abandon their land. There's a lot of plot in there, but basically what's happening is this guy, the young novelist, every day has to go to these different houses, listen to their frustrations and their pains, and then deliver them to the other house in the softest way, trying to convince them occasionally that maybe they should reconcile, but also being very understanding and again listening, accommodating. It was painful to read at times because on one hand I sympathize with the pains the characters go through, the uncertainties they go through, the inability to resolve some of the situations they end up being in, and it's obviously all very painful, frustrating, sad, miserable at times, but they are kind of doing it to themselves. Like, obviously, the novel itself occasionally acknowledges how a lot of these pains that they experience are just them picking at their own wounds, not letting them heal, not letting them develop a crust, not letting them just at least stop bleeding and stain everything around them with unnecessary blood and suffering. And I sympathize with them, and I've been in their shoes, and I have a certain tendency towards unnecessary, I don't know, whining occasionally, even though most of the time I don't do it to a particular person. It just kind of happens in me. But I wouldn't be able to be with them. I've had people in my life who would be offloading all of their anxieties and frustrations on me. It was so heavy. It would just fill me with their pain. My own life would end up completely dissolving at that time, just because of how much of their pain I was trying to handle. And it often happened not just out of my kindness or anything, but out of my desire to keep them with me, keep them loving me, keep them needing me. The novel itself explores the egoism of this kind of offloading of emotions, of trying to absorb all of them, and of those who are trying to play on this people's hearts with their big emotions, who are trying to benefit of them, who are trying to turn a profit of them. It's a brilliant novel. I recommend reading it. It's a bit painful for me personally to read, and in general I cried a bit at the end, at the point of resolution. It was like finally finally, you came together. Great. It doesn't have a satisfying end, and there can't be any satisfying end. If these people have been like this to each other for such a long time, they will keep being like this to each other for longer, and with others as well. It's a great novel. It's great to read. Reading is good. More reading. Alright. Thank you, and I see you tomorrow.